Hey guys, welcome to the Dickstracted Podcast.
How long you were a hoe?
Back in the days.
How long haven't you been a hoe for?
For a little minute. For a little minute.
How long you were a hoe?
Back in the days.
I'm gonna let it
How
loop.
long haven't you been a hoe
Hope everybody
for?
joins
For a
us.
little minute.
You guys
For
can
a
understand why
minute.
I'm credible.
How long you were a hoe?
Back in the days.
How long haven't you been a hoe for?
For a little minute. For a little minute.
How long you were a hoe?
Back in the days.
How long haven't you been a hoe for?
For a little minute. For a little minute.
How
Welcome to the first Dickstracted Podcast. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you're all here. So we're going to start it out. I'm hoping Rosie, one of my best friends in the world, is going to join me, but she does have a baby and she was working on getting that baby to sleep, and we've had a little bit of trouble getting started, and I'm a big believer in the just do it, and I love this idea of looking at the dick pics and grading them. And I have a unique grading system. I have different categories that I'm going to share with you now. There's 5 of them. So we have the width. Is it as thin as a pencil or as wide as a baseball bat? Does it make you wonder? Is it a salami or a toothpick in disguise? That's the first category. The next category is length. Is it so short that it could be mistaken for a cocktail weenie? Does it rival the length of a submarine sandwich or a giraffe's neck? Appearance. Does it have that perfect tan, or is it paler than a vampire? Is it hairy? Is it beautiful manscaped? Could it be a model? The next category is perceived enjoyment. Does it bring more joy than a surprise party with puppies? Does it make you happier than finding money in your pocket? And then the last category is swallow ability. Does it look easy to devour without any struggles? Is it so easy to swallow that it disappears quicker than a magic trick? So I've already graded a bunch. If Rosie joins us, I send her the link. We'll see what she thinks and we'll talk about it. But like I said, I'm a do it now person. And the dicks are starting to build up. I got this idea. I'll give you a little bit of the backstory. I got this idea from my friend Keanu, and she was telling me that all these guys were sending her their dicks and they wanted her to rate them. And she said, because she's such a sweet, nice, kind person, she just gave everyone a 9. And one woman's trash is another woman's treasure. Okay. So I saw something that she was not interested in, but that I think I'm very interested in. And I decided I was going to do this. So I'm going to start with the first guy. And I'm not going to, obviously show anybody's dick. They maybe go behind a paywall, the Dick Hall of Fame. I have some ideas, but the first guy is Alec. And Alec's dick is huge. It is narrower towards the base, and then it thickens progressively, and like anatomically, like the perfect proportion all the way to the tip. There is some hair. He lost a little bit of points there, but truly this cock glistens to perfection. Basically, this cock was like a porn cock. It was just perfect width and shape, and the tip was beautiful. So width, he got a 5 out of 5. Length, he got a 5 out of 5. Appearance, he got a 4.5 out of 5. Perceived enjoyability, he got a 5 out of 5. And the swallow ability, he got a 4.5. I believe that brought him to a 9.6. So he is the front runner, but not everybody scored so high. The next guy sent me, he was a little shy, and he put his dick pic under the name human being. And I have written down that the tip was sharp. It looked like it wasn't a mushroom, like a flat mushroom. It was like sharp. The thickness is pretty consistent throughout. So it was very straight. Like it didn't have that pop like Alex dick. It was thickest at the base, and it looked like a laborious cock. It looked like it would hurt. So length, he got a 4 out of 5. Width, he got a 4 out of 5. Perceived enjoyment, he got a 4 out of 5. Appearance, he got a 5 out of 5. It was manscaped, and the picture that he took was good. It made his cock look good. His appearance was in terms of manscaping, and the swallowability was a 4 out of 5. It looked like it would be very difficult to get to the base. It would look like just a cock that would take a lot of work. It did look like a heavy cock. Okay, the next guy, number 3. So we're on dick number 3. I think this guy's name was Trey, or Nerdy Bull. He had his balls in the picture, and they were like really, really big. The dick looked kind of skinny. I think he sent 2. I think he sent a video where they looked like 2 totally different dicks. They could have been, I don't know, but it was very skinny and long and very hairy. Like it was a huge chia pet at the base. Like that. You'd have to have one of those brushes that you put on your hand. It like I felt like I could smell it, if that makes any sense. I felt like I could smell it, and I need 1 second. Please close the door. Fiona, I'm gonna see it in a bit. Oh, damn it. Dicks are making people cry, but not me. I love them. I love them all day long. Okay, so I'm so sorry before I got disrupted. I was on this guy, Nerdy Bull. His balls were very big, but the dick was very long and skinny. I felt like I could kind of smell it. I didn't like the bush was huge. So his length, he got a 3 out of 5. His width, he got a 3 out of 5. Perceived enjoyment was 2 out of 5. Appearance was 3 out of 5. And swallowability was 5 out of 5. It looked very easy to swallow. So he wound up with, his score was a 6.4. 6.4. So he sent me 2 things, and then on my next page I wrote his morning one was gross because it had this like huge vein that and it was 2 colors. It was like a biracial dick. Like it was like one color to one area, like black, and then it was like white or like pink. I also wrote down it looked needy and like it might cheat. So there's that. Okay. I think we're on dick number 4. Dick number 4 was a guy named Haya Frank. I said fair size. It was widest at the tip. And then it had more of a flat mushroom. So I wrote that was good for hitting the G spot, and then it narrows at the bottom, which could be good for spinning. I wrote something else that I can't read. I think it was that I wrote it was a little too hairy. So length got 4 out of 5, width got 4 out of 5, appearance was 3 out of 5, swallowability was 5 out of 5, and perceived enjoyment was 5 out of 5. So, see, the appearance could still have a 5 out of 5 for perceived enjoyment. So the next guy, since I have someone in the next room, I have to move this along. Okay. The next guy was Garrett, and he also had balls in his picture that were very saggy. His dick was it looked like a big dildo. It looked like one of those big old 70s dildo. It looked like it's seen its wear and tear, like it's seen a lot of action. It was widest at the bottom, but mostly the same width. Length, he got a 4.5 out of 5. Width, he got a 4.5 out of 5. Appearance, he got a 4 to 5. Perceived enjoyment, he got a 3.5 out of 5. And swallow ability was a 4 out of 5. That was probably generous to myself. I probably would really be a 3 out of 5 for swallow ability. So I'm remembering exactly what that dick looked like. Anyway, he wound up with an 8.2. Garrett got an 8.2. I have 2 more. This next guy, okay, I'll say this. All the guys except for this next one that I'm going to do took some level of pride in sending their dick pic. It was a hard dick. They wanted me to really look at it and wanted, a good grade, I could tell. This guy, his name was like Sky to Dope. And I wrote down that his dick, and he wrote hard dick in the subject, and it was like anything but. I wrote that it looked like a baby bird saying hello, like it was like the tip was touching the balls forward, so it was like hello. I wrote kissing the balls. This was a tiny, I've heard about these guys. And I mean, sometimes when a guy sets off, you just shove it in there and you have to kegel real tight. And that happens. But to send a picture of that, I think that's the kind of guy that wants me to say that your dick is a super tiny little baby prick. It's super, super tiny. And it's just repulsive. It's a tiny little baby dick. And it was definitely not hard. It looked like a baby bird. This guy got a 1 for length, a 1 for width, a 2 for appearance, a 1 for perceived enjoyability, and a 5 for swallow ability, ending up with a 4. And then the last guy, he did pretty good. Not as good as the first guy, but he did good. His name is Matt. And I wrote that he had a triangular mushroom that was like narrow and thicker, like it had a nice shape. It looked like a security guard. So he was like narrow at the top, then he got thick in the middle, and then he got narrow again at the bottom. And it's like the security guard that's like there. So he got a 4.5 out of 5 for appearance, a 4.5 out of 5 for length, a 4.5 out of 5 for width, a 4.5 out of 5 for swallow ability, and a 4.5 out of 5 for perceived enjoyment. So he got a 9. I think his dick looked like it would be a lot of fun. So this is the first episode of the Dickstracted Podcast. Maybe Rosie will come on later and we can talk more about it, but I wanted to do it now and give you guys a taste and see what you think. I see people are asking if they can send it. I still have more that are in my mailbox. Send it to dickstractedpodcast@gmail.com. The phenomenon has been the strangest reverse psychology for the past 2 weeks. I've been soliciting dick pics and they have come in so slow. It's like the time that I realized when these Mexican construction workers were hitting on me every day when I was walking to work. One day, this is when I was younger, one day I just got aggressive back and was like, yeah, you want this? And they retreated. And I feel like asking for dick pics has been the same sort of reverse psychology. Anyway, this has been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope we're going to have my best friend Rosie on soon. Love you all. Send your pics to dickstractedpodcast@gmail.com.